Okay, I'm going to make myself some chapstick. It is almost summer. Well, it's summer degree temperatures anyway here in North Idaho. So I'm going to try to tweak my recipe a little bit and put in some more beeswax so maybe it won't melt so easy in the car. And so normally I put in 30 grams of beeswax. I don't know if this is going to be backwards, probably, huh? Yeah. So 30 grams of beeswax, 20 grams of coconut oil, 10 grams of cocoa butter, 10 grams of shea butter, 10 grams of mango butter, and I like mine extra pepperminty. I use this dōTERRA peppermint oil, and I like it with 100 drops of dōTERRA peppermint oil, and it fills 17 to 19 of these. I think they're 5 mil. Yeah, I think they're 5 mil tubes. I use a 5 mil syringe to fill them, so I just get these off of Amazon. I get them in like a 60 pack. Whatever one's cheaper I usually go with, but I like the clear so I can see it. And I just use coconut oil, and I get all of these off of Amazon. This is cocoa butter and mango butter that I've had. I get from the Plant Guru. And shea butter from the Plant Guru. And then beeswax. We had bees, and I just melted down their beeswax and made them into these cute little bee kind little bricks. So I think I'm going to try maybe 20 grams of beeswax. I only have 12 of these tubes, so I'm gonna try 20 grams of beeswax maybe. Oh, and I have a double boiler. My daughter got me a double boiler. It's pretty nice. I use it for my melting all my things, and you want to measure out in grams. So I set my little thing to grams. I probably shouldn't have had that on there yet. Let me wipe it off. Ooh, it's already hot. Hold on one second, let me cool this down. Okay, so this time around, I want it a little bit more firm to last through the summer. So I think I'm gonna put in 20 grams of beeswax. So I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna tear it out, and I'm just gonna break off chunks of my beeswax and till I get 20. Great, I'm right at 18. It's hard to get the all right. See if I can break. Oop. It's 23. 20. So now I've got in my 20 grams of beeswax. I'm going to tear it out and put in my 10 grams of coconut oil. Nice. First try. Then I'm going to put in my 5 grams of cocoa butter. This stuff smells so good. Let's see if I can break it with my hands. If not, I'm gonna have to use a spoon. Oh goodness. goodness. Now I'm knocking them all over. Oh shoot, forgot to tear it out. So take that back out. Ooh, my goodness, I am just like right on today. All right, just a little bit of shards. I'm gonna put them in. I know it might put me up a little bit, but okay. So I got my 5 grams of cocoa butter, my 10 grams of coconut oil, my 20 grams of beeswax. Now I'm gonna do 5 grams of mango butter. And I need to tear it out. 3, 4, 5. And then I'm going to do, I can get it off the spoon here, 5 grams of shea butter. Let's see if I can find a chunk. Oh, gotta tear it out. All right. This stuff is good for your skin, so I might just rub it in if I can't get it off. All right, so I have my 20 grams of beeswax, 10 grams of coconut oil, 5 grams of cocoa butter, 5 grams of shea butter, and 5 grams of mango butter. I'm going to heat this up until it all melts. And then I'm going to, I'm kind of a mess, I've been out rototilling in the garden, but then I'm going to let it cool just a bit, and then I'm going to put in my 100 drops of peppermint oil. And again, I use dōTERRA peppermint oil. And all the stuff, the oils and stuff that I got are on Amazon. And same with the little syringes and the little tubes. I got them all on Amazon, except for the beeswax. They came from our own bees. So I'm going to melt this down, and I forgot to get my little spatula, so I'm going to go get that real quick. Now that I think about it, I don't think I got the cocoa butter and the shea butter and the mango butter. I don't think I got it on Amazon, actually. I think I got it on eBay. But I did get the tubes and the syringes from eBay. I got the dōTERRA from my sister. She's a dōTERRA seller or whatever. And the coconut oil I did get from Amazon as well. But the butters I got from eBay. So, my bad. I'm just waiting for this stuff to melt. The beeswax takes the longest when it's in the chunks like that. And now that I'm melting it, it doesn't look like it's going to fill 12 tubes, but we'll see. Oh, my air conditioner's kicking on. We'll see, and hopefully it won't be too waxy. I hate chapstick that is too waxy. But the chapstick I made before was just right for the winter and spring months. So if anything, I will just make up the difference, and if I don't like it, then I'll do it that way, which is 30 grams of beeswax, 20 grams of coconut oil, 10 grams of cocoa butter, 10 grams of shea butter, 10 grams of mango butter, and 100 drops of peppermint oil. It is backwards probably, but I will put this recipe and this new one, if I like it, in the description below. If not, I'll just put the old recipe. Great, I'm dropping them all over to get, we have dogs and got a little dog hair on my wax paper. I always put wax paper down underneath in case I spill. Then it comes off real easy, or I could just throw it away. But the air conditioner kicked on and now the dog hair is flying around. Gross. Okay, so I'm gonna melt this down and get back to you. Okay, so it's all melted, so I'm just gonna turn the flame off. Show it to you. I don't know if you could see it. Probably not. No. Okay, well, it's melted. Trust me. And then I'm going to let it cool off a little bit. Let me go get my thermometer. I forgot it. Okay, so temperature is 157, and that's too hot for my essential oil, so I gotta wait a little bit and let it cool down a bit. But I don't want it to cool too much to where the wax starts hardening. I don't want it to harden up yet, so I'll be back in a minute. Well, I set it aside and was letting it cool, but the wax is starting to coagulate, so it's at 142 now, but I need to keep it on there because the wax is starting to come together. I hope it's not too waxy for chapstick. I wonder if I should add a little bit more coconut oil. Maybe cocoa butter. Maybe I'll add more cocoa butter. Alright, let's see here. I think I'm gonna add 5 more grams of cocoa butter. Nope, I'm gonna add 8 more grams of cocoa butter because this is an 8-gram chunk. Because that's pretty firm, and maybe that'll help even out the beeswax and still be firm enough for summer. Okay, so I wonder if I have to turn it back on now to melt it. I might have to turn it on low to melt it. It should only take a minute. I'll be back. Okay, it's melted. I can't find my tripod. We went camping and I took it with me, and I don't know if I lost it or if it's buried somewhere in the camper, but anyway. So I'm bending down because I've got my phone propped up on a little box. So I've got it melted down, and now I'm gonna shut it off and wait just a minute and put in my dōTERRA peppermint oil. Okay, again, I gotta let it cool off. I guess it's safe to add your essential oil between 160 and 180. Mine's at 162 right now, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait until it gets about 155, and then I'll add it then. Okay, so it is saying 153.8. I don't know if you could see that, but 153.8. So I'm going to start adding in my doTERRA. And I like mine pepperminty, so I put in lots. And I think with that cocoa butter, it smells like cocoa so nicely. I think it's going to be like a chocolate mint chapstick. It's going to be yummy. All right, my eyes are burning a little. I think I got enough. I love this stuff, especially in summer when it's hot and you just want something fresh on your lips. All right, so I'm going to start putting it in my little containers here. And I just suck it up and slowly squeeze it in. Oh great, it's hardening up inside the I better keep this on actually, if it's gonna do that. Ah, there, that one's better. You just need to squeeze a little bit more of the warm stuff on this one because it is there. Alright, so I just do this until they are all filled. I had a casualty. I squirted too hard and it knocked the tube over and kind of made a mess. But what I didn't spill, you know, it filled all 12 of these little tubes. And now I'm going to cool one off in the freezer so I can see if I like it. I also am, while this is still warm, I just take a paper towel because I pretty much used all of it. When I get to the end, I just tilt it up and use the syringe to suck up whatever else is in there, and usually not very much is left in there. And then I just top off my tubes, but there's not much in there, so to clean up, I just take a paper towel while it's still warm, and I soak up what I can with the paper towel, and then with the hot water, or while it's still warm or whatever, I put it in the sink and rinse out what I can in the sink. Let's turn this off, and I will grab a pot holder. And that's that. Cleanup is easy. If you do it that way, you just wipe it out with the paper towel to dry it. Cleanup is easy. All right, let me go stick this in a cooler. I'm going to use the one that I made a mess of. I got chapstick all over it. So I'm going to, oh, this one's got a little peak on it. Oh, and so does that one. Oh, this one. All right, I'm gonna go put that in the cooler and give it a test and let you know if I like it. Okay, I put it in the freezer, so hopefully I didn't freeze it too much. Oh goodness. And it does have some bits on top. So it's probably gonna end up on my lips, but I give it a go. It's firm, but I don't think it's too waxy. Sometimes when it's too waxy, like your lips will kind of, I don't know, stick together. And this doesn't, so I think it's pretty good. And I think it's gonna hold up better in the summer. I don't think it will melt as easy. So I will put both recipes down below, the little bit softer one and this firmer one. Yeah, I really like it. All right, hope you like it too. Bye.